Hello, my name is Alexis, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal leadership and how I've developed it throughout the workplace and give examples of things that I've experienced. So I'm going to be answering the question number 4 and question number 5. I will start with number 4. I work full-time at a home goods store. I am a coordinator, so I have different departments that I have to lead and look after, create displays for, and just take care of during my time period having these departments. So right now, I currently have the towels, bath rugs, bedding, window treatments, all those soft home kind of items. And the goals that I have developed in this workplace is to be part of the corporate merchandising or marketing team. I know that it takes a lot of steps to work from being a part-time associate to a full-time to being on the management level and then eventually getting to that point where I'm working for directly for corporate. But I know that if I motivate myself by continuing to create different goals within my departments or within the store, leading different types of people, I can definitely achieve the goals that I want to. And my career goals are to be a part of a public relations team. I would like to do public relations for a company, not necessarily a person. And I try my best to have a very internal type of motivation. I definitely take motivation from family and friends. But I know that at the end of the day, you kind of have to look at yourself and say, if I want to get to this point, I want to have a house, I want to have a family, I want to have pets, or whatever your goals are at a personal level, and knowing that your workplace has to take you there at some point, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I want this. This is how I'll do it. And for number 5, which is about dealing with a difficult person. When you're working retail, it is very often that you deal with difficult employees or difficult customers, but it is so hard when you're a full-time employee who is honestly very young for being in a retail store and being in a leadership position. And people don't always look at you with authority and they think of you as another kid. Um, I don't know if you've been in a home goods, but it is very often older employees, I would say at least over 30 to honestly retirement age. Like a lot of my coworkers do it for fun, just so that they're not sitting around the house. And unfortunately, I do have an employee currently who can be a slacker, which is talked about on page 189 in the textbook. And they are often moving away from their register or ignoring calls to head back to their register. And it is very difficult because I have tried to talk to this employee and they, as I've said, do not take my authority seriously. So I have had to partner up with the managers and we have had to develop a plan of action, or they have had to develop a plan of action for this employee directly, which was also talked about on page 190 in the textbook. And I really do wish the best for this employee. I have never spoken to them in an ill way. I just think that because I'm young, they don't take me seriously. But I know that eventually I may have to lead this employee directly, and I know that I will have to be very direct on my boundaries and my concerns so that we don't have to deal with issues when there's no other managers around. So, this is my personal leadership assessment speech, and thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.